How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And you know what time it is. It is time for the joke of the day. If you're new to this channel, we do this 5 days out of the work week. Maybe you had a long, maybe you had a stressful day, or maybe it was the market conditions. Well, you came to watch this video, plus hear one of my corny jokes. Here it comes. Why did the coach go to the bank? To get his quarterback. Not too bad. But anyways, what we're going to be talking about today is OCGN. Many of you are saying, Dre, did you see a pullback inside the market? Well, you know what? We're about to talk about it today. But before we get started, of course, we got to go over the agenda. Whether you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing that we're going to be going over is the technical analysis, taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We also want to know resistance. I feel this is very key so you could be prepared, especially for the rest of this week. And then secondly, we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to see, are institutions being active? Are they doing any large orders? We're going to find out. And then when all of that is done, we'll be jumping into the final thoughts and as well as some more key details. So let's get to it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for OCGN. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $6.72, being down 3.72%. On the low, it tested $6.63, and then on the high, testing $6.96. So let's take a look at the volume on the day. So we ended up trading 13.189 million, and as far as for the average volume over 10 trading days, it's around 21.031 million. So definitely lower than average, and it's part of the reasons why we ended up seeing some selling pressure today inside the stock. We're using the 1 year daily chart, and we want to see how it lines up with their indicators quickly. So we could see right over here at 41.83, it is in the oversold territory. As far as the 200-day, we continue to show strength above it, but we are below the 100-day and as well as the 21-day EMA. One thing we've talked about, not even one thing, but we've mentioned this many times on the channel, are areas of support. So we know OCGN does have some support at the 650 level and as well as around the 670 level, and it finished at 672. So we see it respecting those areas of support there. So if it does decide to pull back, then just know and be aware we could have a possible test going into 650. And if 650 ever did end up breaking, we want to see how well it can hold up around 630. And then afterwards, of course, you want to see how well it would hold up around $6. For us to see a reversal in this pattern for OCGN to start looking bullish again, it's going to have to come back to reclaim the 21-day EMA at $7.57. And of course, this is not a difficult task, but it's going to require more buying pressure, more volume coming into the stock. If there's more selling and there's more outflows, then of course we're going to continue to see downward pressure in the overall stock price. And this is something I want you guys to be aware of. So for the most part, OCGN is hanging on support, and I do believe if we end up seeing some strength inside the market and also a rotation going into more growth stocks and penny stocks, OCGN should be able to benefit. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for OCGN. So you can see here on the inflow we have 20, and on the outflow we have 23. We have 0 on the large, 14 on the medium, and we have 6 on the small. On the outflow side, of course, we have 23, so 0 on the large, medium 18, and as well for small, we have 5. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see for today there were no large scale orders, none on the large side whatsoever for inflow or even for outflow. So this is something that is great to see, and what we're seeing as far as for the downward pressure, yes, retail investors are selling out of their positions. We ended up seeing a lot of volatility inside of the market today, but OCGN for the most part did show some strength in regards to respecting support. But we'll get into that more afterwards, so let's jump into the final thoughts and we'll go over some details. So for my final thoughts for OCGN, it's definitely going to be an interesting week. What I'm looking forward to, I love to see OCGN just hold up in that $7 area. And of course, there is time for that. One thing also to understand, we have a sector shift that is going on. It is earnings season. So a lot of the big money is moving into the bigger cap stocks. So a lot of growth stocks are being affected, and as well as penny stocks. So if you're seeing these pullbacks, I don't want you to be surprised about it. Also, another thing to understand, we did see that the SPY pulled back as well. And also we see as far as for the 10-year treasury yields, that is going up. And again, that does not bode well for stocks that are on the NASDAQ. So I want you to understand that, be aware of that, and see these trends. As far as for OCGN stock, like I said, I want to see it above 7. But of course, if it does decide to pull back even further, then you already know I'm going to be adding a little bit more to my position, especially if I see it hitting around 650. Because I do believe in the long-term prospects, and I do believe as far as covaxin is concerned, it's going to be one of the most competitive vaccines out there on the market. And we already got the update in regards to WHO, and we're looking forward to getting some news very, very soon, at least within a month time from the recording of this video. So taking everything that I just said, we already know they have the management that is in place. They've been putting in that money, right? Putting it to work to make sure they have those guys that will help them with a successful launch. And then on top of that, we already know that they already secured contracts in regards to manufacturing and distributing it into the US and as well as Canada. So taking all of this into consideration, I'm still feeling fairly bullish. Anyone who's trying to trade off of momentum here, just make sure you have an entry plan. You also have an exit plan. And anyone who's in this play long term, if you are seeing dips and you're looking to get your average cost down and you have high conviction, then consider taking a look and probably putting a little bit into your position to kind of bring that average cost down and also maximize your profits when we do get the run up, because it will occur. Again, it will potentially occur. Let me rephrase that. And then on top of that, this is not financial advice. You're the one that is pushing the buy and sell button at the end of the day. But for the most part, we are covaxin fans over here, and we can't wait to see what happens. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.